please respond. Yeah. Entire course content is uploaded to my group, Natras Java Arena. You can see that. This course mainly talks about Spring Basics, Spring Boot, Microservices, Spring Security and Spring Cloud. These are the basic things we are going to cover. Basic thing means complete course content we are going to deal with. Yes, oh yeah. Yes, guys. So yesterday I was talking about what is programming language, what is technology, what is framework. So shall we revise for 5 minutes? Everyone, please be alert. Yes, programming languages are raw material which are directly installable softwares providing basic features that are required for application development. Programming languages define syntaxes and semantics of the programming by supplying compilers and interpreters. Syntaxes means rules. Okay, semantics means structure. Because when you compile Java code, it will check not only syntaxes, it also check the structure of the code. Next, programming languages are based to create everything in this world, especially in the software domain, like technology, framework, database, software, operating system, tools, everything is created based on one or other programming language. Then we discussed about what, guys? Software technology. Software technology is a software specification that provides set of rules and guidelines to vendor companies to create what? Implementation softwares. Software technologies are not installable. Software technology based implementation softwares are installable or arrangeable. Working with implementation softwares is nothing but working with software technologies. And I have compared with one real life example. Course brochure faculty. Course brochure is like what? Software technology. Faculty is like implementation software. Are you listening my statement? Right. Okay. JDBC is a technology. JDBC driver software is a implementation software. When you want to work with JDBC, you will think about arranging JDBC, or you will think about arranging JDBC driver software. Online people also can respond in the chat box, please. When you want to work with the Servlet JSP technology, you will think about arranging Servlet JSP technologies or their implementation softwares. What they are? Servlet container, JSP container. Do you think Servlet container, JSP containers are directly available in the market? No, they are coming in the form of web servers and application server. Your Tomcat, WebLogic, all these are what? Implementation softwares for Servlet JSP technologies. Got it or not there? Right. Now tell me, while working with these technologies, rules and guidelines will be given as English statements or Java statements. How they will give rules? In the form of interfaces. How they will give guidelines? In the form of concrete classes. Then what abstract class will do? It represents both rules and guidelines. Are you understanding my statement? How can you say interfaces are representing rules, guys? And when class implements interface, all the methods of interface must be implemented. Must be. Must means what? Rule. When class extends from normal class, overriding method is optional. Or you can use or you may not use superclass methods in subclass. Come on. So that's why they come under what, guys? That come under guidelines. Be active, boss. How many types of technologies are there, guys? 2 types of technologies are there. What they are? Open technologies. Other one is what? Proprietary technologies. Are you listening? Yeah. While working with open technologies, rules and guidelines are open to all the software vendor companies. If there are 100 vendor companies, all vendor companies can take those rules and guidelines and can develop the softwares. Understanding my point? Okay, it's like scientist created formula kept in what? YouTube channel. Anyone can download the formula, can manufacture the products, right? Okay, other hand, what we got? Proprietary technologies. Okay, the vendor who has given technology, he only allowed to create the implementation software. He is not going to allow any other vendor company to create the implementation software. Are you listening my statement? All Microsoft technologies come under what? Proprietary technologies. Is that clear? It is like what? Scientist created formula. He has got patent right, and he only started his own company to create the products. He is not allowing any other company to create the product. For example, you take for JDBC technology, 100 plus vendor companies are there giving JDBC driver software. For Servlet JSP technology, 20 plus vendor companies are there giving web servers and application servers. But for ASP.NET, Microsoft has given ASP.NET, and based on ASP.NET, one implementation software is there, that is IIS, and only Microsoft is giving IIS server. No one is giving what? Any other alternate server for IIS. So vendor is technology creator is Microsoft, implementation creator also what? Microsoft is not allowing any third party vendor or any other vendor to create implementation software. The same thing I have explained by taking some JDBC. Later we jumped into what, guys? Framework. Yeah, now listen. Framework says, hey programmer, I internally use programming languages and technologies because I built on the top of what? Technologies. Okay, so you don't write the common logics. You concentrate only on application specific logics, which are common in multiple applications. I will generate. You worry about only those logics that are specific to your application. Got the point or not there? So due to this, what happens, guys? Application development speed will be increased. Overall productivity will be good. To explain that, I have taken one plain JDBC application, which is technology based application. Are you listening? Which is basically technology based application. Come on, guys. Okay. Here, common logics are there. Application specific logics are there. Programmer is forced to develop both common logics and application specific logic. No sir, I will directly write application specific logic. What is that? Sending and executing SQL query in database software, gathering results and processing results. You cannot, I will tell. To send and execute query in database software, we need a statement object. To create statement object, we need a connection object. To create connection object, we need to register the driver. Interdependency is there or not there? So can you write only application specific logics while working with plain JDBC? No. You are supposed to write both common logics and also application specific logic. Are you getting my point there? But when it comes to Spring JDBC application, observe very carefully. One class is there, JDBC template. The moment you create object for that class, it becomes ready to take care of common logics. What are common in multiple parts of the application, multiple parts of the project? JDBC template will take care. That means activating JDBC driver, establishing connection, creating statement object, exception handling, closing connection with the database software will be taken care by JDBC template internally, okay, automatically. How? By internally using plain JDBC technology only. Come on. But in that process, it makes you to bother about only application specific logic execution. So to overall what happened? You are avoiding common logics. Common logics are also called boilerplate code. Are you listening, guys? Common logics are also called as what? Boilerplate code. Okay. So there is no boilerplate code problem while working with framework, but while working with the technologies, definitely. Online guys, am I audible? Any echo problem is there? Please respond. Online people, sound is more. Now, right. Fine. So shall we get into today's discussion? Yeah. Let us see. Yeah, we have. Raj Patel, please check your side. I verified with all other people. Everyone is saying voice is clear. Please check your side. Yeah. Everyone please focus guys. Definitions, framework definitions. So far we have understood what is framework, but I have not given any definition of the framework. Okay. Framework is a special installable software that is built on the top of technologies, one or more technologies, having ability to generate common logics of the application dynamically. So, and it makes programmer only to develop application specific logics. Whatever I have explained, same thing is reflecting in our definition. Shall we write that one now? Number one definition. FW means framework, is a special installable software that is built on the top of one or more technologies. Having ability to generate common logics of the application dynamically and makes programmers only to develop application specific logics. That is definition number one. What is definition number two? Okay. Framework is a special software that is built, okay, that is built on the top of one or more technologies, okay, by providing, otherwise I'll put like this. Framework is a special software that provides abstraction on one or more technologies to simplify the application development. What do you mean by abstraction? Every framework internally uses technologies, guys, but it never makes programmer to bother about it. It never makes programmer to bother about it. Abstraction means hiding the things. While driving the car, we think that car is moving very fastly because of what? Accelerator, gear system. But actually, everything is done by engine. This accelerator and gear system is providing abstraction on what? Engine functionality or not. While operating TV, we think that everything is happening because of remote. Yes or no? But nothing is happening because of remote. Everything is happening the circuit that is there inside the TV, right? So remote is providing abstraction on what? Various circuits that are there inside the TV or not, guys? Come on. Abstraction means hiding the things. Abstraction means hiding the thing. So you have chosen me as a faculty. I am delivering subject, you are learning subject. I simplified the process of learning. But I also spend some time. I also use my experience to deliver all these things to you. Are you bothered about that? No, I am providing abstraction on learning process and making learning process simple. Abstraction means hiding the implementation, hiding the details. Okay, tell me. Framework is a special installable software, okay, that provides abstraction on one or more technologies. Technologies to simplify the application development process. Okay guys, note. Abstraction means every framework uses some technologies internally, okay, to generate common logics. But does not make the programmer to worry about it. Does not make the programmer to worry about it. Programmer thinks that he is getting everything because of framework. Framework knows the reality. Come on. I am doing all the thing because I am using one or other technology. We think that TV, we are changing the channels, we are working with the TV because of remote, right? But remote knows the reality. I am just passing signals, everything is happening in the TV circuit, right? While driving the car, we think that because of accelerator and gear system only car is going speedily, right? But accelerator and gear system knows the reality. I am just providing instruction to engine is doing everything. But the point are not there. Super. Similarly, programmer thinks that he is working with the framework and things are happening. But actually, framework is internally taking care of technology to make those things happen. Is that clear? So it's something like this, guys. It's something like this, guys. Here is my programmer. Yeah, he is my programmer, you adjust. Here is my framework, guys. Here is my technologies. So, programmer uses framework. Framework uses one or more technology. Technology. Program. So, programmer is least bothered about what technologies it is internally using. So that's why we can say frameworks are providing abstraction on technology. Okay, it's something like this, guys. It's all about simplification. It's all about writing less code. That is the trend now. Okay, and the trend is possible because of frameworks. You have to accept it. Next, now let's see advantages of frameworks, guys. Advantages of frameworks. Why frameworks are very popular in the market. Okay. No boilerplate code problem. Come on, guys. While working in the frameworks, are you going to write common logics? No boilerplate code problem. No boilerplate code problem. Common logics are automatically generated by frameworks. Next, good productivity gives productivity. Productivity in application development. Since we are not writing common logics, we have to concentrate only on application specific logic. In less time, more logics can be developed or not. Yes or no? Right. Next. Framework APIs are modeled after. Okay. Framework APIs are modeled after real-time scenarios. So the application development becomes easy. The application development becomes easy. Yeah. Listen, someone is asking me question. Sir, you said installable software. Zip extraction itself installation. For example, you take JBoss server, Wildfly server, Glassfish server. Are you going to really use setup file to install them? No. Understanding my point? So that's why don't think that if you are clicking on setup file only, it is called installation. Extracting zip file is also some kind of installation. Setup file, when you click on setup file, what happens? Files will be copied to your computer. When you extract the zip file, what happens? Same thing will happen, boss. So first come out of the feeling, installation means setup file should be there. Sometimes zip file extraction, var file extraction, rar file extraction is also some kind of what? Installation. Got it? Yes. Okay. Now let's go for it. Let me explain this point, guys. If you take one online shopping website, e-commerce website, right? One hurry-burry customer visited that website first time, selected 10 items, added to shopping cart, gone for billing, so much bill comes, so much discount has come. He felt happy with the discount amount. Right? Asked for it. Website has asked for mode of payment. Somehow this guy chosen debit card. Entered all debit card details. Come on. Okay. After some processing, success page has come. Amount is deducted. Okay, your products will be delivered in 3 days. But for double, triple confirmation, he pressed refresh button of the success page. He pressed refresh button of the success page for 3 times. Okay. When you press refresh button of the success page 3 times, what happens? 3 times money will be deducted. Already 1 time and now 3 times. Total how many times money will be deducted? Because we are repeating the request now, boss. Refresh means repeating the request. Tell me, guys, after 3 days items are delivered. Okay, one fine day the customer has verified bank statement, account statement. He noticed the same amount is deducted 4 times. Then he got angry, called call center people. Come on. Fighting happened. Call center executive trying to convince the customer. My dear customer, by mistake you pressed what? Another 3 times, that's why we deducted. But customer never agrees mistake. Am I mental? Why I pressed 4 times? I am a MCA postgraduate, BTech computer science graduate. Why I will press unnecessarily? I have not pressed. Executive says, no madam, you have pressed. Come on, fight will happen. All of a sudden customer bulb will glow. Okay, I pressed, that's why you deducted. Then why did you deliver items only for 1 time? You have deducted 3 times now, more 3 times. So you have to send same products another 3 more times. But you didn't send. That means you are trying to cheat the customer. Though it's a customer mistake, blame will be given to e-commerce. And our people will make videos in and will upload in YouTube, will upload in Facebook to deflame that particular website. Already online business is very sensitive, and this kind of incident happened back to back means what? Website business may collapse or not. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Online people, please respond, guys. You are not active in the online. The business in the website, the online business may collapse or not. Definitely there is a possibility of collapsing business in the online environment. What do you say, guys? Possibility is there or not there? So definitely possibility is there. Okay. So this problem is called double posting problem. Though end user is pressing a refresh button on the success page of form submission, okay, that refresh button request should be cancelled and should display the error page. That is called solution for double posting problem. If you want to develop this solution by using servlet technology, JSP technology, you have to use a special concept called servlet filters, and you should write nearly 300 lines of code by spending half day or 1 day completely. By spending half day or 1 day completely. That much time you have to spend. Come on. You come to Spring MVC, guys. 1-2 methods are there. You override. Double posting problem is solved. Now you compare spending 1 day time using servlet filters, writing 200 lines code is easier. Overriding one method, come on. Overriding one method and solving. Everyone please come back. Yes, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Small power cut issue here. Don't worry. Tomorrow my people will arrange UPS support. Yeah, we missed something here. Advantages of frameworks. Advantages of frameworks. Yeah. Next, first one is what? No boiler plate code problem. That's the first one. Next one is what? Productivity. Gives productivity. Third one is APIs. APIs means packages, having classes, interfaces, all these things. Okay, APIs are modeled after real-time use cases. So the application development becomes easy. Just now I said, okay? Just now I said one statement. What is the statement I have given? In case of Servlet JSP, if you want to solve double posting problem, nothing but duplicate form submission problem. So you have to write 200 lines of code by spending 1 day. As an experienced person, half day, but as a junior, 1 day definitely required. Okay. And those who have done Servlet JSP with me, there I have already discussed double posting problem and solution. But in Spring MVC kind of environment, it's all about overriding one method, and that method will take care of everything. That means by seeing that method overriding, framework will take care of solving what? Double posting problem. So that means APIs are very, very strong or not there. So, fine. Next one. Easy to learn and easy to use. It takes less time to learn frameworks and it takes less time to use frameworks. Productivity is there, APIs are strong now, boss. Next, lastly, they are industry standard. They are industry standard to develop the application. Definitely these are industry standard what? To develop the application. And many things we can talk like this, guys. So very simple, guys. Nowadays companies are getting projects from the clients, but they are not getting good amount of time to complete them. At the same time, no one is compromising in the quality. They want quality in less time. So if they start developing projects by using languages directly, technologies directly, so they may achieve the quality, but they need more time. So with less time, more quality is required. How it is possible? With the frameworks. Yes or no? Especially when project size is huge and time is very less. So no option, we have to think about working with the frameworks. Sir, that means languages and technologies are outdated. No. Technologies are still not out. While developing, still small scale project technologies are required. Prefer using frameworks only in medium scale and large scale projects. Come on. For example, there is a project whose budget is 10 lakhs. So that such kind of projects I still recommend to develop by using technologies only. Don't waste your time by coming to what? Frameworks. Because frameworks needs big infrastructure, right? Such projects I still recommend you to develop by using technologies only. Prefer using framework for large scale and medium scale projects. Okay, prefer using technologies to develop what? Small scale projects. And don't ever say languages and technologies are outdated. Frameworks also built on the top of technologies, Babu. Technologies are built on the top of languages, right? Maybe you are not using directly, but indirectly are using technologies and languages. Everyone agree with me? Right. Use frameworks to develop large scale projects. Like banking applications, e-commerce applications, and etc. Use technologies to develop small scale projects. Small scale projects like desktop games, Understanding my point there? Okay. Desktop games, retail domain applications. Supermarket application, those applications are there, na? Retail domain applications and etc. Okay. Now listen, guys. Different types of Java frameworks based on the kind of applications we develop. This categorization I am doing based on the kind of applications we develop, guys. Different types of Java frameworks. Tell me what they are. Number one, web application frameworks or web frameworks, guys. Web application frameworks or web frameworks, also called as MVC frameworks. There are multiple names, guys. What is this MVC framework? These frameworks provide abstraction on servlet JSP technologies and simplifies MVC architecture based web applications. MVC is one architecture, guys. Don't worry about that. Model view controller, one architecture name, very popular in Java to develop the websites. So these frameworks are providing abstraction on servlet JSP, internal uses servlet JSP technologies, and simplifies MVC architecture based web application development. That means while developing website, common logics you need not to develop, only specific logics you have to develop. There are so many layers in MVC architecture. All layers logics you need not to develop. Only 1-2 layer logics you have to develop. Remaining logics will be generated automatically, taken care by whom? Framework itself. That's the beauty of what, guys? Web application frameworks are web frameworks. Provides, that means provides abstraction on servlet JSP technologies and simplifies what, guys? MVC architecture based Java web application development. Web application development. Okay. What they are? We have a struts outdated. We have Spring MVC. We have JSF. We have not that Tapestry. Okay, we have WebWork. We have WebWork. We have ADF. Application development framework, many things. Though these many are there, guys, so market leader is only this one. After that, somewhat popularity is there for JSF. But Spring MVC has occupied 95% market and remaining altogether 5% market. That much popular it is. Understanding my statement, guys? Right. It is from which company, guys? Apache. It is from which company? Interface 21. From what year? Interface 21. But now some people, some part of industry calls it as pivotal company. There are multiple names for that. Okay. Sun Microsystem. Right. Next. Tapestry. Tapestry from, I think, Adobe. Okay. It is from Open Symphony, guys. Open Symphony. ADF from what? Oracle Corporation. ADF is from what, guys? Oracle Corporation. That is what is web application frameworks, guys. Next one, ORM frameworks. What is the next one? ORM frameworks. Now listen. Provides abstraction on JDBC technology and simplifies objects-based database software independent persistence logic development. Array in JDBC we write SQL queries. SQL queries are database software dependent queries. Maybe 70% queries are common across the multiple database software, but 30% not. So overall SQL queries are database software dependent only. Are you listening? So moving your persistence logic from one database to another database software is very complex if you are working with a JDBC technology. Okay, that is a problem. And solution for that problem is ORM, Object Relational Mapping Softwares. They say you don't write queries. You write everything in the form of Java statement using Java objects. Tell me boss, Java objects will remain same for all databases, na? So tomorrow if you move from one database to another database, do I need to change persistence logic? Speak out everyone. Okay. Are you understanding my statement? So if you move from one database software to another database software, do I need to change persistence logic? No. When? If it is developed through objects without using SQL queries, right? And that is possible only when you work with what? ORM. Okay. Anyhow, since wordings are used, MVC, Model View Controller. Next, ORM, Object Relation Mapping. Come on. Object Relation Mapping. Provides abstraction on JDBC technology. And simplifies to develop objects-based database software independent persistence logic. Database software independent persistent. We have multiple things, guys. We have Hibernate, guys. Hibernate is from Softtree, guys. But right now this is acquired by Red Hat. Okay. Next we have EasyB entity beans. EasyB entity beans also there from Sun Microsystem. Okay. Next we have Top Link from Aracle Corporation. We have iBetis from Apache. We have OJB, Object to Java Beans, nowhere related to EasyB. Don't think that brother or sister of EasyB, please. Okay. Object to Java Beans. It is also from Apache. Next, OpenJPA. OpenJPA from Sun Microsystem. Sun Microsystem indirectly from whom, guys? Indirectly from Aracle Corporation. Here also from whom? Aracle Corporation. Yes, guys. Next, Eclipse Link. Eclipse Link from Eclipse itself. Eclipse is popular as IDE, but Eclipse also having their own softwares, guys. Right. Many names are like this. So many names are there. Okay. Observe very carefully. Spring is not providing its own ORM framework. Did you notice that? No word of Spring is there. Did you notice that? But I will come to that. Number one is this. Okay, after that, nowadays Eclipse Link is doing well. Some companies, those who are not using Hibernate, they are using Eclipse Link. Okay, after that, somewhat popularity is there for IBITs. Remaining all are there for time pass. Okay, right. Now listen. Spring is not having its own ORM frameworks. Like Spring MVC, Spring is not having its own ORM frameworks. Are you understanding my point? But Spring provides abstraction on existing ORM frameworks in the market. That is a beauty. See, Spring is the framework providing abstraction on other framework. So far we have seen what, guys? So far we have seen what? Framework providing abstraction on technology. But now you observe Spring capacity, Spring capability. As a framework, it is providing abstraction on what? Other frameworks that are there in the market. Are you seeing it or not? Okay. Spring is not giving its own ORM frameworks. Understanding my point? But it is providing Spring ORM, Spring Data JPA modules. Spring is a big ocean, guys. Nearly 20 plus modules are there. Some modules are directly providing abstraction on technologies. Some modules are providing abstraction on other small frameworks, right? So Spring is a ocean. So many things are there. So Spring ORM, Spring Data JPA are the modules of Spring framework. Okay, nothing but frameworks only, providing abstraction on other ORM frameworks that are there in the market. If someone says, hey, why are you learning Hibernate? Learn Spring Data JPA, Spring ORM. Laugh at them and say, Spring ORM, Spring Data JPA are developed based on what? Hibernate only. Internally providing abstraction on what? Hibernate. If you want to enjoy Spring ORM and Spring Data JPA learning, first of all, you should have a good knowledge of Hibernate. Are you getting my point there or not? Come on. Right. Modules are given providing abstraction on other ORM frameworks, okay? Mainly Hibernate. See, guys, Hibernate is providing abstraction on JDBC. And Spring ORM, Spring Data JPA providing abstraction on Hibernate. So that means one more level of abstraction is coming or not there. Hibernate simplifies JDBC coding and Spring ORM simplifies Hibernate coding itself. I hope you are seeing the power of Spring here. Right. Okay, guys. Next one. Number 3. Application framework, guys. Application frameworks. Yes. What do you mean by application frameworks? Provides abstraction on multiple Java J2EE technologies to simplify all kinds of Java J2EE applications. All kinds of Java J2EE applications. Spring MVC only website development. Okay, Hibernate only persistence logic development. But application framework is not like that. It provides abstraction on multiple Java technologies, J2EE technologies and other frameworks, right? And it simplifies all kinds of application development, simplifies all kinds of logics development. Who is that bigger ones are? Spring. Spring is an application framework, guys. Are you listening my point? Using Spring, I can develop standalone application, web application, distributed application, enterprise application. Using Spring, I can develop presentation logic, business logic, persistence logics, everything I can do. So that's why I call Spring is an all-rounder framework. If I give example, Spring is like ocean, Hibernate is like what? A lake, just persistence logic. And Spring MVC struts are like what? River. At the end, all things should come and join in the ocean only, right? Okay, if I give another example, Spring is like all-rounder, Dhoni, captaincy, keeping, bowling, batting. Yes or no? If needed, team management also. Are you getting my point there or not? Okay, Struts is like what? Only batsman. Hibernate is like what? Only bowler. Spring is like all-rounder. He can do anything. If you learn Spring perfectly, okay, there is no need of learning other frameworks also. Other frameworks, you can manage. But if you want to manage perfectly, Hibernate knowledge is required. But Spring is such a framework which can be used in every aspect of application development in Java. So that is the name, it is named as what? Application frameworks, guys. What frameworks? Application frameworks. Okay. Provides abstraction on multiple Java, JWE technologies and simplifies all kinds of Java J2WE applications development, and all kinds of logics development. Example, Spring, guys, from which company? Interface 21. What is the company name? Pivotal. Okay, guys. Spring framework provides abstraction on multiple Java J2WE technologies like JDBC, JNDI, Servlet, JSP, EasyB, Java Mail. Array, this list will go like any JMS, and etc. Okay. Using Spring, we can develop standalone applications, web applications, distributed applications, enterprise applications, and etc. Come on. Using Spring, come on, we can develop, okay, using Spring we can develop presentation logics, business logics, persistence logic. Array, JDBC code is called persistence logic, right? Business logic means calculations logic is called business logic. Presentation logic is user interface development, right? Okay, persistence logic, integration logic, connectivity logics, guys. Integration logics and etc. Okay, that means Spring is an all-rounder framework. That is what I'm trying to explain. Standalone, your core Java style, single computer application, web application, websites, distributed application. I'll explain more elaborately later. For the timing, you remember, it's an application that can give service to multiple other applications, like Paytm application. Paytm application is designed only for one e-commerce website or lot of e-commerce websites. That is what distributed application. Google Pay, Phone Pay, okay, PayPal, using which our credit card and debit card payments will take place, guys. Come on. They are called distributed applications. Distributed applications are not developed for end users directly. They will be used by other software applications. These payment gateways, this PayPal, this Paytm, Google Pay can be used by any e-commerce website or not there. Then what about enterprise application? Combination of web application and distributed application together called enterprise application. You think about online shopping, browser to, tell me, browser to flipkart.com website. Flipkart talking to PayPal for credit card payment, debit card payment, distribute application. PayPal talking to Visa application. Visa application talking to SBI bank application. All these are distributed. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Example on enterprise application. Example on enterprise application. Everyone please focus. Right. Browser talks to Flipkart. Flipkart talks to PayPal. Whenever you give credit card, debit card detail directly, it won't go to bank boss. It will pass those details to PayPal, a payment broker. Why is called payment broker? He is having tie-up with all payment gateways that are there in the market. Visa, Master, Mastrio. In this world, nearly 10 payment gateways are there, providing worldwide infrastructure to work with credit cards and debit card. Why Flipkart bother about talking to 10 payment gateways? Flipkart says, I never talk. Flipkart says, I am giving that responsibility to you, PayPal, right? PayPal will have tie-up with what? Link with what? All payment gateways. So let us assume our card belongs to Visa. Visa payment gateway, right? That Visa application is linked with SBI. Visa application linked with what? SBI. So this is a typical enterprise application, guys. Understanding my point? Tell me here, browser interacting with Flipkart, web application, website. What is that, guys? Web application. Now tell me, Flipkart talking with PayPal. Distributed application. Now tell me, PayPal is designed only for Flipkart or any e-commerce website? E-commerce. Can I give direct request to PayPal from browser? That means distributed application services are what? Specific to one client, common for all type of clients. Common for different type. See, okay. Now listen carefully. This is distributed application. Okay, guys. Next, PayPal talking to Visa. Tell me, Visa people says only PayPal can communicate with me, or other payment brokers also can communicate with me? Other payment brokers, even UPI people also can communicate with these cards or not? Come on, boss. Paytm people also can link with what? Visa cards, right? This is again distributed. Visa talking to SBI application. Again what? Distributed application. I think you got basic idea what is web application, what is distributed application. One thing you remember blindly. I will talk technically later, elaborately later. This is not the right time. Right now my focus is on what is framework, not is web application is a client server application where client is a browser, server is a software application, right? Distributed application is a client server application where client and server both are software applications. Come on. Where client and server both are software. What is client to PayPal? Both are software. PayPal is client to Visa. Both are software application. Visa is client to SBI. Both are software. This is one thing to remember blindly. Distributed application will not have browsers as the clients. Okay, we'll be having other software applications as the client. End user generally never operate distributed application directly. End user never directly operate what? Distributed application. This will be operated through other software application. Maybe that other software application will be operated by end user. Come on. Clarity is coming or not coming? Distributed application. Distributed application. Okay. An enterprise application. Okay. An enterprise application can be a web application or distributed application or combination of both. Come on guys, combination of both. Nice. Okay. Web application is client server application where client is browser and server is software application. Where client is browser, server is software application. Come on. Yes. Distributed application is, I'm just giving what is what. Don't think this is complete knowledge of. Distributed application is client server application where client and server applications are software applications. Both are software applications. You take any distributed application, story is same guys. Okay, now tell me, in our website cricket scores will come. Those scores are maintained by ICC. ICC is developed one distributed application called ICC score component. Tell me, we will directly visit ICC score component? No. We visit crickbuzz.com. Crickbuzz.com communicates with ICC. Aisa no na? We visit crickbuzz.com. Crickbuzz.com visits ICC. We visit crickinfo.com. Crickinfo.com visits ICC. We visit ESPN.com. ESPN.com visits ICC. Now you observe browser to ESPN.com, web application. ESPN.com talking to ICC, distributed application. Easy. This is not technical knowledge. This is only non-technical knowledge to understand what is what. So Spring is capable of developing all kinds of application. You take struts, you take JSF, you take Spring MVC, only web applications. You take Hibernate, only persistence logic. Okay, na? Okay, you take Spring, all kinds of logic, all kinds of application. Okay, lastly, Spring is having 20 plus modules, 20 plus module, providing abstraction on different technologies and frameworks. Okay, framework to simplify different types of applications development. Different types of applications development. Come on. Right, guys. See, guys, we cannot say Flipkart is a distributed application. Flipkart is a website. Okay, it is a client to PayPal. PayPal is distributed. Visa is distributed. SBI is distributed. Okay, website becoming client to another distributed application does not make client as distributed. Flipkart is still website, forever website. Come on, but it is a server to browser, client to PayPal. But you cannot say it is a distributed application. It is still website only. Come on, guys. Right. Fine, boss. 20 modules are there. Now listen, very carefully you listen. While developing Spring applications, otherwise, we can develop Spring applications in 4 approaches. We can develop Spring application in 4 approaches. A, using XML driven configurations. That means inputs and instructions will be given to Spring in XML. Come on. Next, using annotation driven configurations. Instructions can be given to, come on guys, instructions can be given to Spring using annotations. @ symbol, Ram. Come on. Next, using 100% code driven, no XML, everything through Java statement, everything through Java, maybe including annotation and other Java statement. Code driven configurations. Next, using Spring Boot environment. Okay, so I launched this to tell that Spring Boot also Spring, but it is an approach of developing Spring applications. Understanding my point? Spring applications can be developed in different methodologies. Spring Boot is one methodology to develop what? Spring application. So that means learning Spring Boot is nothing but learning Spring only, right? Okay, anyhow discussion has come, let me give conclusion also. Here is my Spring Boot, guys. Here is my Spring, guys. Okay, here is my Java J2EE technologies. Java J2EE technologies or other frameworks. Right. And here is my user. Here is my programmer, guys. Spring Boot is not a module. Spring Boot is an approach of developing Spring application. Spring Boot is not a module in Spring. Like Spring MVC, Spring JPA, Spring ORM. Don't think that it's a module in Spring. It's an approach of developing Spring application. Using Spring Boot, I can develop Spring ORM application. Using Spring Boot, I can develop Spring MVC application. Using Spring Boot, I can develop any module application because it's an approach. It's an approach. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Here is programmer, here is Spring Boot, here is Spring, here are Java J2EE technologies. Programmer works with Spring, Spring works with Spring Boot. Spring Boot works with Spring, guys, And Spring internally takes the support of what? One or more technologies or what? Frameworks to write the logics. To simply write the logics. I think everyone understood my statement here, guys. Are you getting my point there or not there? Yes. Okay. Now let me say, in Spring we have Spring REST module. In Spring we have Spring REST module to develop distributed applications. Distributed applications. We have a lot of different modules are there now, boss. So Spring REST provides abstraction on what? There's distributed application development. Spring MVC for web application, Spring REST for distributed application, and Spring ORM for persistence logic. So like these different logics can be developed using different module. That's why Spring can be used to develop all logics of entire project. Okay, you can say like this, Spring Boot is providing abstraction on Spring. Spring is providing abstraction on Java JDBC technologies. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Come on. Right. I think you got idea, but still this discussion is not over. Only 3 things I have introduced. I have to introduce other 2 things. Okay, distributed frameworks. I didn't introduce distributed frameworks, boss. We have exclusive frameworks to develop distributed applications also. And big data frameworks. In Java, we have big data frameworks. Hadoop, Spark, come on. So still this discussion is not over. I hope you are enjoying. I'm trying to launch from 0 level. Because if you don't know what is what, if you learn Spring, what's the use? You want me to teach like this, or I should start from 30%? You are liking this mode of teaching? Scratch level, but you have to give time. If you give time, I will give quality. Right. Okay. Important announcement. Yeah. I'll try to wind up by 8:30, 8:35, 8:40. Don't worry. I'll try to wind up the session every day by 8:35, 8:40. Don't worry about the things. Yeah, important announcement. I have previous batch to wind up. That too first Saturday, Sunday. Relax. Okay. So our next class will be on Monday. Monday onwards, I'll try to start the session by 7:10. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll start 7:10. Thursday onwards, it will be 7 o'clock. And you know my timings. Once I say 7 o'clock, I will come by 7 o'clock, right? Okay. So come regularly, do practicals regularly, try to maintain timings, okay, analyze the subject, okay, remaining everything else I will take care. Day to day your maturity will increase, day to day your confidence will increase. Though you are learning this course to try as a fresher, after few months you will get a confidence. Who will work as a fresher? I will try to show gap as experience. It happened to many old students and succeeded. And it will also happen to you. But only the thing is, from your side also, that dedication, passion of becoming Java developer should be there. That passion of eagerness of becoming Java developer should be there. Right, guys. As of now, core Java is the prerequisite. Any little bit knowledge of JDBC is added advantage. But parallelly, you have to learn Servlet JSP. Parallelly, you should have Hibernate knowledge. Before I launch Spring Data JPA, learn Hibernate. Little bit of Hibernate. Either on your own as a course, your choice. Before I launch Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC, learn Servlet JSP. Immediately not required, guys. Better to learn both. Maintenance projects also there. Always remember, don't ignore XML that much easily. Why? 70% of industry projects are maintenance projects. Only 30% projects are new projects. When you join in the company, there is no guarantee you will get always new projects. You should be mentally ready to even work on maintenance projects. Got the clarity? So that's why better to learn both. We'll be ready to fight with everywhere. Our target is not to join in 30% companies, right? Our target is to join in all 100% companies. So that's why better to learn both. This is my suggestion. At least next 5 years you have to bear both, guys. XML based, annotation based. You have to bear both next 5 years. After 5 years, XML goli maro. So after 5 years, no option, you have to ignore. But next 5 years, because now industry is in the transition phase. That's your bad luck. Industry is slowly moving to annotation, springboot from the legacy style of XML, right? So that's why you have to accept old projects and new projects. Better to have knowledge of both. Right, boss? Okay, so I will give some details, guys. Okay, anyone can pass admin number? Srikanth sir number. Anyone can pass Srikanth sir number? Online people, please pass the number. Yeah. Sir, no demo classes, sir. Initial classes will be treated as a demo classes. You feel demo, whatever it is, initial classes will be treated as demo. Srikanth, guys, it is his number, India number. It is India number. So all online people save this number. Try to communicate with this admin, okay, through WhatsApp messages. If emergency, then only call him. Okay, he is our admin for this batch. And course duration 120 plus sessions. Okay, yeah, 120 plus sessions. You have to give time because I am starting from scratch level, because you have to learn Spring Basics, Spring Boot, microservices, then cloud environment. So it's a big course. Actually, in fact, we have made 2 courses into 1 course. Earlier, Spring used to be separate course. Spring Boot microservice used to be separate course. But since we cannot ask student to give, okay, there 3 months, here 3 months, okay, we combined best of both courses and we designed this course. So you have to give time in order to become master of what? Both Spring environment and Spring Boot environment. Right, guys. NASCAM people can attend this batch or not. Please talk to admin once. Okay, guys. So 125 sessions, course fee 7,000 rupees, free Angular or React JS. Okay, these classes will be conducted by Sudhakar Sharma sir. Okay, if you don't want to have Angular or React, you are looking for only this course, I think they are charging 5,000 rupees. And if you are old student of Naresh IT, okay, try to discuss with admin, they will give discounts also. So money should not be criteria in your learning process, boss. That's what I'm trying to say. Fine. Next, this is what daily 1 hour 30 minutes to 1 hour 40 minute session will be there, and 6 to 7 days in a week. Okay, guys. Sandeep, talk to admin. Admin may help you. Praveen, I'll talk to Srikanth sir. He will respond. Sai, Gradle videos are already there. Please watch. Video recording will be shared. No, you have to attend live classes. No recordings will be shared, boss. Listen, boss. microservice, Spring Cloud together, I will conduct 45 plus sessions. 50% courses on microservice and cloud and 50% sessions on Spring and Spring Boot. Okay. So don't think that we are going to compromise in microservice. We are going to have depth microservice subject. Fine. Don't worry. Initial classes recordings will be there in the YouTube channel. Okay. Just now I have given YouTube channel URL. You can collect it. Let me spend. Offline people, if anyone is having office, you can leave. Or if you have a queries, you can wait. Yeah, this is my group, guys. This is the place where notes will be shared. It's a private group. Try to become the member of the group. Sonu Rathod, course content is uploaded to group. Please collect from the group. Yes, we are going to learn coding also. Takes time. Takes time. Another 2-3 days coding will be started. Natraz Java Arena is the group name, guys. Email also same. natrasjavaarena@gmail.com. Registration link in the FB group. FB group registration link is there. You can go for it. Mayur first class video is there in the YouTube channel of Naresh IT. You can collect it. youtube.com/Naresh IT, guys. For backup videos. Yeah, Spring Basics will be there for 1-2 weeks, boss. 1-2 weeks. Our main focus will be on Spring Boot only. Right. Balaji. All tools will be discussed one by one. The tools which are not already uploaded in the YouTube, they will be uploaded. Don't worry. Abhinash Mahapatra, recordings are not provided, guys. You have to attend live session, but course material will be given. You are looking for registration link for Spring Boot. Just a minute, I will give. This is the registration links. Tools also will be covered in live class only. Yeah, this is the registration link this is the registration link. Yes. Yeah, initial 3-4 classes will be uploaded to YouTube channel. Don't worry. I hope I answered all your questions. If any, React.js, Angular.js, prefer React.js. Bit edge is there. Ravi, complete AWS is a different course, guys. But we will see 1-2 deployments in AWS environment. It's practically impossible to cover entire AWS in this course because AWS itself separate course. Spring MVC will be covered. Spring Data JPA will be covered. Spring Security will be covered. Spring Cloud will be covered. Spring Mail will be covered. I just uploaded course content in the YouTube channel. Sorry. I uploaded course content to where? Facebook group. Please collect it. Newman, there is no need of joining Spring MVC separately. Spring MVC will be covered in this course itself. Sai, Gradle videos are already uploaded. If 1-2 videos are missed, I will tell them to upload. Nandakishore, within 1 month, you will get basic awareness and a little grip on Spring Boot, but parallelly you can cope up with the application development. See boss, Hibernate knowledge is immediately not required. Before I launch Spring Data JPA module, you should get basics of Hibernate. You should get basics of Hibernate. Immediately not required, but yes, you have a time to learn. Basics. It's recommended to take separate course Hibernate, but before that, I recommend React.js because React.js is having bit extra edge compared to Angular. Right. Yeah, Spring ORM provides little abstraction. Spring Data JPA provides more abstraction. Spring ORM provides little abstraction and Spring Data JPA provides more abstraction. Rohit Jadhav, React.js. Whenever Sudhakar Sharma sir starts Angular batch or React.js batch, go and join. Show this ID card, join there. Okay. Vamsi Krishna, as of now, one session. In future, I may give 2 sessions option, but as of now, not there. Anurag Kumar, you can start interviews once Spring MVC is over. Not within 1 month, sorry. You have to wait 2-3 months minimum. Prakash, Spring Boot is also Spring. So you are learning Spring Boot means indirectly you are going to get good knowledge of Spring. Okay, Praveen, this one. Okay, syllabus copy is uploaded. Go to file section of the group. If you look at this, this is the document. This is the document. Spring Data JPA will be started maybe after 1 month. And how many sessions I conduct? Nearly 15 to 20 sessions will come. Within 1 month, within 1 month, what content will be finished? Spring Basics and Introduction to Spring Boot will come. Next class is on Monday. Right. Thank you guys. If I miss anyone's question, please mail me. Please feel free to mail me. Thank you. Have a nice time.